Hey everybody, welcome to the Friday B.A.D. I'm John Flynn. His name was Woody Guthrie, and way back in 1912 he came into this world kicking and fussing. We came to love him well, for life's been tried to tell how we all could change the things that we've been cussing. We just gotta do like what he done, like what he done. We just gotta do like what he done. When folks said you cannot change things, Woody said, oh yes I can. 'Cause a man can make a difference, and that difference made the man. Hey, and my angel, you're all we can turn to when it's time to make a stand. And our lesser angels say to cut and run. Hi Judy. Hey Harriet, just gotta do like Woody done. His name was Woody Guthrie, and way back in 1912 he commenced the life of holy rabble-rousing. Hello Stephen, hi Rachel. Now with beat-up guitar cases and them bound-for-glory faces, you can number his disciples by the thousand, and I'm one. We just gotta do like what he done, like what he done. We just gotta do like what he done. When folks said you cannot change things, Woody said, oh yes I can. 'Cause a man can make a difference, and that difference made the man. A hero we can turn to when it's time to make a stand. And our lesser angels say to cut and run. CB, Tony, Donna, hi Lisa, Bud. We just gotta do like what he done. 'Cause there ain't much right with a mouth kept shut tight, when your duty just might be to shout. And there ain't much wrong that the soul in a song can make better. You only sing it out, just gotta sing it. Hey. His name was Woodrow Wilson Guthrie, and some 100 years ago he came into this life kicking and yelling, hey Danny. And he never really quit, and we're better 'cause of it, and the brave and shining truth that he was telling. We just gotta do like what he done, like what he done, and Pete too. We just gotta do like what he done. When folks said you cannot change things, Woody said, oh yes I can. Hi Heidi. 'Cause a man can make a difference, and a woman can make a difference. You know folks can make a difference. That difference made a man. A hero we can turn to when it's time to make a stand. And it's time to make a stand. And our lesser angels say to cut and run. Just gotta do like Woody done. Hey everybody, hello Sue Bickford out in California. How's everybody? I know that's a rhetorical question. I mean, I suppose you can text me back, but I probably won't read it right away. So I'll just assume you're, dealing with it best as you can, same as we are here in the space station. Space station, time goes so slow. Stare out the window at the world below. Check all your emails and watch some TV. Forget a while about the gravity as you're floating. Seal up the hatch, tighten the latch as you're floating here in the space space station snug as a bug. Sip coffee hot from your zero-G mug. Go through your checklist of astronaut chores. Put on your spacesuit when you go outdoors, where you're floating, floating safely within your silver skin. Yeah, you're floating. Life on the space station sure takes its toll. 5 o'clock briefings from mission control tell you there ain't much on Earth they can do, 'cause they're all locked up in their space stations too, and they're floating, floating, breaking your heart 6 feet apart. They're all floating. Houston, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Yeah. Here with the space station walls closing in, take deep breaths of recycled oxygen. Fire up your engines at least once a day, otherwise your orbit starts to decay. Here in the space station, try to stay cool till Dr. Fauci will build a capsule that we can take to get us out of here before we burn up in the atmosphere while we're floating, floating. Each day you find more old friends that climb while you're floating, where stars shine like tears in your eyes. Floating, man, we're floating. You're not alone in the astral zone, you're just floating, where stars fall like tears from your eyes. So that's a song by, well, by me actually, but it's on the new Hondo Jenkins album called Take Cover, and I guess we're all still taking cover. Turning the corner, as it were, after all this time. But let us not visit such unpleasantness. This is going to be the title song of my next album, I've decided. True story. Called Wild Beat the Wings. And I have it up a little too high. Hold on a second, gang. There you go. Whoa. I know what I'm doing. It doesn't look like it, but I know what I'm doing. This is a drop D tune. I was experimenting with another song earlier. Got it out of the drop D. All right. Aren't you glad you tuned in for this? This is all going to be taken out in the editing. So oh no, right, this is live. I always have like 4 or 5 extra songs on my set list for each of these things. And now you know why I don't get to all of them. Chased by the hawk, a mourning dove crashed through the screen on our back porch, where it then flew circles until weary it fell down on the floor. I opened up the old screen door, thinking that dove would fly away, but it ignored my feeble gift. It simply stared the other way. Wild beat the wings, wild beat the heart, wild beat the things that tear us apart. My darling smiled at me and said, the poor thing's lost and terrified. She took that dove into her hands, carried it gently out to the sky. Wild beat the wings, wild beat the heart, wild beat the things that tear us apart. And as that bird took to the air, I could not help but recall that time I too was unaware of open doors in my old prison walls. The first time she smiled at me, she said, we're each broken in our own ways. She took my love into her hands, letting me go, letting me stay. Wild beat the wings, wild beat the heart, wild beat the things that tear us apart. The younger man, I must confess, was once set free by her tender name. Hello, Cousin Kathy. How are you? Let's see here. So every week we try to. Oh, I think Rotten Dan just tumbled over. Might be difficult to do our drawing tonight. Every week we try to do a cover tune or two here at the Busk at Dusk. And it's kind of taken an opportunity to go back and connect with songs that were important to me as I was figuring out who I was musically. This is one of the very first songs that really reached deep inside me, and it remains one of my favorites to this day. John Hartford wrote it, and I used to love to hear Glenn Campbell sing this one. It's knowing that your door is always open and your path is free to walk. Me tend to leave my sleeping bag rolled up and stashed behind your couch. And it's knowing I'm not shackled by forgotten words and bonds, or ink stains that have dried up on some line, that keeps you on the back roads by the rivers of my memory, that keeps you ever gentle on my mind. It's not clinging to the rocks and ivy planted on their columns now that binds me. Or something that somebody said because they thought we fit together walking. It's just knowing that the world will not be cursing or forgiven as I walk along some railroad track and find that you're moving on the back roads by the rivers of my memory. For hours you're just gentle on my mind. I dip my cup of soup back from a gurgling, crackling cauldron in some train yard. My beard a ruffling coal pile and a dirty hat pulled low across my face. Through cupped hands round a tin can, I pretend to hold you to my breast and find that you're moving on the back roads by the rivers of my memory, ever smiling, ever gentle on my mind. Though the wheat fields and the clotheslines and the junkyards and the highways come between us, and some other woman's crying to her mother 'cause she turned and I was gone, I still might run in silence. Tears of joy might stain my face, and the summer sun might burn me till I'm blind, but not to where I cannot see you walking on the back roads, ever smiling, ever gentle on my mind. John Hartford.
So this is a pay as you please, if you please, experience. And there's information about how to do that on my website at johnflynn.net. 10% of what we take in for these little streaming concerts goes to New Beginnings Next Step, which is a nonprofit I'm the executive director of, and I've been involved with for 16 years. We work with incarcerated and returning citizens, guys while they're in prison and after prison. And there's no real trick to it. It's just a kind of a context by which we, the volunteers of New Beginnings, enter into relationships with these folks, get to know them, get to care about them, become, in a sense, a part of a large family, which I guess in reality we all are. But we often forget it in all the tumult and hustle and bustle. And so the trust that is created in these relationships allows men to share things that they've never talked about with anybody before. But the circle that we create when we meet, when we get together, is a sacred one. And guys speak from places of woundedness in order to help others. They share their experiences in order to save other people from making the same mistakes, or to show guys how to climb out of chasms or canyons that they had once wandered in. And I think that's what this song is about. This is called Kinsuki. An art born in Japan around the 15th century uses gold and silver to mend broken pottery, rebinding the shattered pieces so exquisitely. Kinsuki, Kinsuki. The tea bowl of a shogun had been broken, and he frowned on ugly metal staples with which his artisans bound pieces back together, so a bold new way was found. Kinsuki, Kinsuki. You are beautiful because your heart is broken, because you have the wisdom and that courage and the grace to be beautiful. Just let your heart be open, smile for me, and let me kiss the tears upon your face. Like flashing streaks of lightning in a dark and stormy sky, like brilliant streams of lava on a midnight mountainside. The seams that prove our wounds, now we no longer choose to hide. Kinsuki, Kinsuki. You are beautiful because your heart has broken, because you have the wisdom and that kindness and the grace to be beautiful. Just let your heart be open, smile for me, and let me kiss the tears upon your face. Let me see the places where they hurt you, deep and in the marrow of your bones. Touch my scars and
No, I won't desert you. You're my friend, and you are not alone. So fear no lasting damage, fear no violence or decay. From the potter's wheel, love's fingerprints are on this clay. But through our perfect brokenness, we each can find a way. Kinsuki, 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 Kinsuki.
Barry Kassendorf is in the house. Barry says I had just written that song when I sang in his living room. That's probably about right. It's been a while, buddy. When will I get to sing in anybody else's living room?
I think what I'll have you do is take pictures of your living room and send them to me, and then I can use a green screen, and I can superimpose myself on the picture of your living room, and so we can do. This is, by the way, genius. As it's spilling out of my mouth, but so you can have a house concert. I have to figure out a way to monetize this. It's getting that bad, folks. All right, I'm going to try and dip down here to the floor, and Rotten Dan is face down on the floor, a position that many of us have seen him in many times before.
All right, buddy. Let's see. There you go. All right, stand up and hold your head. There you go. Now, you think you can manage to stand up for the rest of the show? All right. No, we did this. We did this one last week. All right.
This is well, actually I did this a couple weeks ago, but this was a request that was sent to me by the 1990 crew from Lehigh University that used to come to see me at the Tally Ho Tavern in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and they want to hear "Sweet Caroline," which was a song that what was it, Monday or Tuesday nights at the Ho, as it was called colloquially. I sang there for years, back before I started to make people listen to the songs that I had written. And among the songwriters I would cover regularly would be Neil Diamond. So anyway, that'll be on the agenda for next week. So spread the word to the Lehigh alums that we'll be remembering you all next week in our broadcast. In the meantime, last week's request came from Carol Bardsley, and it's actually a kind of an appropriate song for this time of year. It's not a Christmas song per se, but it does reference the holiday. It's an old song of mine called "Electric Candles." Daddy works down by the mall, sells commodes and shower stalls. At the bathrooms are us outlet store. Big Bill, he don't shop there anymore. since he got his pipes unclogged. Tammy might have married him, but he thought she was much too thin, and he thought she thought he was much too fat. Tammy never could get over that. She swore enough was more to love. She keeps electric candles in her window, just like Christmas Eve all year round. She says, you make the silent nights go easy, and they won't burn you down. Tammy lived in Buffalo up until 2 years ago. Then she moved out to the Sunshine State. She writes home that everything is great, sends postcard scenes and tangerines. The answering machine she bought, it doesn't work the way she thought. Mostly it reminds her no one calls. Sometimes it's just her sister from St. Paul. She'll pour a drink, watch it blink. She keeps electric candles in her window, just like Christmas Eve all year round. She says, you make the silent nights go easy, and they won't burn you down. Sometimes she gets so mad at God, she waves a metal curtain rod at the storm clouds gathering above. She says, I got a better chance of being struck by lightning than of ever finding someone to love. She keeps electric candles in her window, just like Christmas Eve all year round. She says, you make the silent nights go easy, and they won't burn you down. Don't let them burn you down.
Hello, Ida. Hi, Bud. Ian asks, did I ever sing at Fenway? I did not. I've only sung at ballparks here in Philadelphia, the Vet and Citizens Bank Park, and not the Spectrum, the new place. The Comcast Center, I guess. Yeah, if you've got an in, I'm up for doing the anthem at Fenway. So. So it's getting to be the season. So I figured I would be remiss if I didn't include some of my holiday favorites, because having written them, and I only get to do them, for a few weeks out of the year. This is probably one of the songs that will outlive me. and probably, not for good reasons. But this song is a true story that I heard in the neighborhood when I was growing up.
Santa Claus left Donald's son a new Red Ryder BB gun wrapped up underneath the tree. It was late one Christmas Eve as Donald's wife began to snore. Came and knocked on his front door. It was his best friend Billy Greer, come to share some Christmas cheer. They drank eggnog and lots of wine. They had themselves a Christmas time. And when they both got good and tight, Billy had an idea right. They unwrapped that new BB gun, took turns shooting one by one. The only targets they could see were hanging on the Christmas tree. Balls, balls, Christmas balls, ring the bells and deck the halls. Balls, balls, Christmas balls, Merry Christmas balls. Everybody sing. Nothing sounds the Christmas call like firearms and alcohol. They whiled away that silent night, shooting off. That's not right. Nothing sounds the Christmas call like firearms and alcohol. They whiled away that silent night, shooting out the Christmas lights. They shot off all the angels' wings, shot off all the golden things, and with every shot they poured, they left shattered on the floor. Balls, balls, Christmas balls, ring the bells and deck the halls. Balls, balls, Christmas balls, Merry Christmas balls. You can really feel the spirit, can't you? Next morning, Donald's wife came down, along with Donald's son, who found his father waking from his nap. BB gun still in his lap. Don handed him the gun and claimed that Santa Claus had checked the aim to see if it was true or not. Redecorating took a lot of balls, balls, Christmas balls, ring the bells and deck the halls. Balls, balls, Christmas balls, Merry Christmas everybody. Balls, balls, Christmas balls, ring the bells and deck the halls. Balls, balls, Christmas balls, Merry Christmas balls.
They don't write them like that anymore, I'm just sad that I didn't live in a time where I could get a song like that to Bing Crosby, because I think it might have helped his career.
Today I saw Jesus in his best disguise. Dirty face, ragged coat, and sunken eyes. Almost stepped over him, then realized God's Son was right in front of me. Today I saw Jesus in an addict's face. Track marks on his arm somehow took the place of wounds on his hands and feet that nails had made. God's Son was right in front of me. Out in the street, the trash can prophet raves. Those walled up in corner office graves. Love is the only thing that ever saves. Love and a flask of Bombay Dry. Today I saw Jesus push a shopping cart. Knit-hatted girl wrapped in a plastic tarp. Out by the dumpster at the mini mart. God's daughter right in front of me. Stained glass ain't nothing but broken beer bottles. And incense smells like bus exhaust. They raise up a chalice of hopelessness. I find some hope there because each day I find Jesus in the ones, the whores and the hustlers who rip and run. My church of the broken sidewalks, kingdom come, is in each chance I take to be, and in each choice I make to see. My God, it's right in front of me.
So 2 weeks from tonight, good Lord willing, I will be broadcasting from the Kennett Flash. Artists are having trouble staying afloat, and of course venues are having trouble staying afloat. So I feel like it's important that we help each other out the best we can. So it'll be an audience-free show, but we'll be on their stage. So if you've never been to the Kennett Flash, this will be your chance.
Ain't no love without freedom. Ain't no freedom without justice. Ain't no justice without mercy. Ain't no mercy without love. Fat man talking about bootstraps while he's hitting out of sand traps. Thin man scrounging round for food scraps while the car he's sleeping in is leaking oil from its valve seals. While the banker's doing cartwheels and the DA scoring plea deals as the choir sings amen. Ain't no love without freedom. Ain't no freedom without justice. Ain't no justice without mercy. Ain't no mercy without love. Politicians flashing sizers as the cops pull down their visors, and we hoard hand sanitizer as the world we're watching burn will grow harder just to live in and to find a dam to give in till we wake up to what we've been taking far too long to learn. There ain't no love of love. May it grow ever wide until no one is standing outside. There won't be no either or, then we'll say both and maybe more when what is lost has been restored and what is torn has been made whole. I can feel it every day in my old bones and my archaic deoxyribonucleic. Yeah, I know it in my soul. Ain't no love without freedom. Ain't no freedom without justice. Ain't no justice without mercy. Ain't no mercy without love. Ain't no love without freedom. Ain't no freedom without justice. Ain't no justice without mercy. Ain't no mercy without love. And what I ain't never gonna be anything but. If I didn't do what I did, I don't know what. I can't regret things, I can't rearrange. I'm too young to quit and I'm too old to change what I do for love. So call me a saint or a slut. I am what I ain't never gonna be anything but. I am what I ain't never gonna be anything but. Done trying to stick out my chest or suck in my gut. I've seen parts of heaven and pieces of hell. I've got my guitar and my stories to tell. So I guess when it gets right down to the meat of the nut, I am what I ain't never gonna be anything but. I got my children, and I got my friends, I got my songs and a beautiful woman I love so. So if no pot of gold waits at this rainbow's end, I'll still be the richest man I know. I am what I ain't never gonna be anything but. Too proud to crawl and a little too humble to strut. And I ain't just saying these things to keep you from searching for crimes at the scene of the clue, or try to convince you a hard case is open and shut. I am what I ain't never gonna be anything but. I've tried. I got my children, and I got my friends, got my songs and a beautiful woman I love so. So if no pot of gold waits at this rainbow's end, well, I'll still be the richest man I know. And what I ain't never gonna be anything but. I wouldn't trade a stone groove for a solid gold rut. I started out as just one of the boys. They broke up the band, but I kept making noise, despite their advice about getting a job and haircut. And what I ain't never gonna be anything but. I don't give a damn if I live in a mansion or a hut. Beth hates that line. And what I ain't never gonna be anything but. I have a friend who used to climb the walls of stone cathedrals in the mountain halls, where mistakes you can't afford, nothing between him and the Lord, a piece of nylon cord in his two calloused hands. He found me trembling once in grievous fear. Illness might soon claim someone I held dear. And he said, once upon a time, when I was learning how to climb, somebody said the words that I'm about to say to you. Trust the rope, trust the rope. Hold on tight and make a friend of it. Especially when you've reached the end of it. Don't lose hope. Just trust the rope. There was this cliff face that he could not cross. No ledge to grab on, he was at a loss. His mind filled up with fear and doubt, until he heard his buddy shout, just let go and swing on out, it's gonna be okay. Trust the rope, trust the rope. Hold on tight and make a friend of it. Even when you've reached the end of it and you can't cope, so trust the rope. Some say ships are safe in harbors. That's not what folks who built ships had in mind. Tarzan swinging through the arbors has to put his faith in every vine. So trust the rope. You gotta trust the rope. Hanging out between heaven and hell. You hear a voice above you yell, don't say nope. Trust the rope. So I see on the comments that we're getting some echo. Sorry, gang. I guess I'm not hearing what you're hearing. I apologize. It's beyond my control. I'm frankly amazed that you can see or hear any of this. So
But is it still echoing? We just got a really neat short film, a documentary that somebody did about a benefit concert I did for New Beginnings Next Step last year. And the last song in the film, the last song that I sang that night was this one. And it was a joy because I was up on stage with a lot of members of our Next Step group. A lot of our returning citizens joined me at the show. They got up and they shared what the groups had meant to them while they were in prison and after they came home. And then we all sang together. And when I wrote this song actually I didn't write it, just kind of came to me in a dream. I was in Jacksonville, Florida at a Northeast Regional Folk Alliance convention, NERFA for short. I'd been up about 2 days straight, fell asleep in a chair by the window, looking out over the river in the hotel there. And I woke up and this song was already written. I just had to figure out the chords, which wasn't too difficult. It never is with one of my songs. But anyway, I believe that Dan may have posted a link to the 8-minute film on my website or on newbeginningsnextstep.org. Dan, if you're listening, post it to my website. It's easier for people to Anyway, I'm hoping you're going to sing along at home. Sing into your computer. Let your voices drown out the echo. The first verse is, may the road carry you safely home. The second verse is, may the hope in your heart never die. The third verse is, may your days bring you laughter and peace. This is called Benediction. My blessing on you. May the road carry you safely home. May the road carry you safely home. No matter how long or how far you may roam. May the road carry you safely home. May the hope in your heart never die. All right, you got two voices. You might as well have two pictures. May the hope in your heart. I wish they'd play together, though. Never die. May the truth set you free from the pain of the lie. May the hope in your heart never die. May your days bring you laughter and peace. May your days bring you laughter and peace. Of all the good
paths, the most wondrous are these. May your days bring you laughter and peace. May the road carry you safely home. May the road carry you safely home. No matter how long or how far you may roam, may the road carry you safely home. Thanks everybody for hanging out with me for a little while. Be safe out there. Stay well. I'll see you real soon. Good night.